Well, their list was actually a great example of just how broad the topic of sustainability is. And before we get into, again, looking at some formal definitions, I want to tell you why I think bringing some of these ideas into your classroom is easier than you might think. First of all, sustainability is everywhere. Do you notice that? When I started getting into this, I thought, okay, is it just me? Because you know how when you get in the market for a new car, all of a sudden you notice what everybody else on the road is driving, right? You want to re-landscape your home. Now you're paying attention to everybody else's front yard and what kind of bushes are planted. And I thought maybe it's just me that I'm sensitized to this issue now, so I'm seeing it everywhere. But I don't think that's the case. Do you all see what I mean about the articles and the billboards and companies and the products? I mean, it's just everywhere. Secondly, you don't need to be an expert. As I said, I'm proof of that, right? You don't have to be an expert to have some familiarity with this area and to bring some of these ideas into your classroom. Some of the solutions to sustainability problems are indeed complex, right? Some of the technologies in renewable energy are way beyond my ability to comprehend, but I can understand the overall topic without having to know the details of those items. And I am going to propose to you that sustainability is maybe not even necessarily a new concept. If we go back some generations, I think that some of our ancestors were actually more sustainable in their way of lives and in their thinking than we are today. My immediate supervisor at Judson, the chair of the undergrad business department, Jim Starr, likes to give this little quip that he got his first lesson in sustainability when, as a teenager, his dad told him if he didn't remember to turn the basement lights off, he was going to fine him $1 every time. And it's just that idea of conserving and being a wise steward of your resources. And then finally, the goal here is not to add to the curriculum, but to just look for existing connections with what you're already teaching. Okay? All in favor of not having more stuff to teach, right? If you're like me, I'm already on content overload, so I don't want to be adding more to my curriculum. I just want to look for some ways that I can draw students' attention to this area without having to add new content. So today we're going to, again, look at what sustainability is, make sure we have a good understanding of that and we're all on the same page. We'll also take a little look at the history of the environmental movement, just kind of a brief walkthrough. And then we'll consider why should we be concerned about including this in our curriculum? Why should this be important to us? Is it important to us? Not sure.